With so many players reaching Heavensward in the last couple of weeks, I wanted to talk about how Final Fantasy XIV's first expansion makes you care about what's happening after the very average story of A Realm Reborn. After the crazy development cycle of A Realm Reborn, Heavensward was the first time the team behind the game was allowed to let their creative juices flow, and that is shown within the lead up to the expansion. Before Heavensward, the Scions don't really struggle with any of the challenges before them, and the one time they actually lose a team member, she's killed off so fast that you don't get to build up an attachment to her. But as we get closer to Heavensward, the Scions begin to build up a grand company that tackles various threats across Eorzea, regardless of nation or origin. But we soon find out that the organization gets corrupted due to people funding it, trying to grab power for themselves, or having other goals in mind. So by the time we get to Heavensward, nearly everything is taken away from us, and that is why we care. Because in A Realm Reborn, we're given everything: teammates to work with, guidance from a goddess, and a very obvious enemy to defeat. But in Heavensward, we earn everything: finding our old allies in addition to making new ones to work with, finding out what we have to do now on our own, and figuring out how many enemies we really have. Because the main conflict of Heavensward, the Dragonsong War, could have easily fell into the trap of dragons bad or elves bad, then helping one side crush the other. But it quickly turns into a tale of finding out what truly started the war and how to stop those who wish to continue it. Because even though it's obviously detrimental to both the dragons and Ishgard for the war to continue, there are those who do not care about that and are that selfish. So you, Alphanode, and Tataru make your way through Ishgard, gathering former allies, distant contemporaries, once aloof politicians, and those who have given up, and unite them all under the same banner of peace, which is a theme that has constantly been expressed to us throughout the entirety of Final Fantasy XIV. And then they all rise up to face those who would willingly continue this senseless war, with Nidhogg's never-ending rage over the death of his sister causing him to sacrifice far more dragons than one could count, and Thordan VII refusing to tell the truth of why this war began because he believes the people he's designated to protect are better off giving their lives up for a lie instead of letting them struggle with the truth on their own terms, giving us two great villains who are both warmongers, but they're doing it for very different reasons. The story within Heavensward is not about trying to save the world, it's about saving people. By focusing on one nation, you get to build a bond with the people, unlike A Realm Reborn, where it kind of felt like a checklist when going to a different nation. So you begin to care about the well-being of this nation and even favor it on some occasions, and from a story perspective it makes complete sense. When you've been dragged around all of 2.0 between Gridania, Limsa, and Thanalan, Ishgard feels kind of comfy, and after going through horrible lows and exceptional highs, you get a story that could stand toe to toe with most mainline Final Fantasies. And when you wrap all of these things within an interesting narrative and a great game, it's really easy to see why Heavensward makes you care. But you know who also wants to make you care? Me. So if you care about this channel, like, comment, and subscribe with notifications turned on. And if you want to hear more of my thoughts on Heavensward, there's a video on screen right now, and the Shadowbringers video will be coming soon. But with all of that being said, it's been your boy Skipx, and I'm out.